Tulsa police are continuing their efforts to support sexual assault survivors and find suspects in their cases. The department receiving a $2 million Justice Department grant to take a closer look at testing sexual assault kits. 2 News Oklahoma's Katie Kelleher shares why this testing is so important.
Tulsa police initially received this grant for $1.5 million in 2018. Now with this renewed grant worth more money, it plans to test more kits and hopes to find suspects in sexual assault cold cases. The $2 million grant will allow testing of previously untested sexual assault kits. TPD originally had about 3,000 untested kits. With the previous grant, it tested nearly 800 of those. TPD Special Victims Unit Lieutenant Darren Ehrenrich says most of these kits may have been previously looked at, but for some reason weren't tested at the time.
So detectives had looked at those cases and just determined that, for any number of reasons, either this victim's uncooperative, already have a known suspect, they're both stating some kind of sexual contact happened. It's just the question of whether that consent was there or not.
The sexual assault kits get sent to a lab in Oklahoma City for testing. Those with strong DNA will be entered into a national database. Of the kits tested so far, 90 were eligible profiles for the database, and there were 34 DNA matches. Through this, Lieutenant Ehrenrich says they're making important discoveries.
What was found when agencies just started testing every single kit was, maybe we don't need to test it for this specific case right here, but when we do test this kit, the DNA in this kit matches maybe a DNA sample taken from a burglary or from a robbery or a sexual assault kit that was taken in another jurisdiction or another state.
They've seen the process work. About a year ago, TPD solved a nearly 20-year-old sexual assault cold case thanks to this testing. They arrested Alfred Wilson, who they discovered had previous rape convictions in Virginia and Germany. Now, Lieutenant Ehrenrich hopes that further testing will find even more suspects and encourages victims to report their cases to police.
In addition to it mattering to that victim, you coming forward and having the strength to report can impact future individuals as well. Because every one of these that we can get off the street there's no telling how many victims we save from that.
Now this grant will last 3 years, and during that time they expect to test 1,700 more kits. It also funds several positions within Tulsa Police and the Tulsa County District Attorney's Office to investigate these cases. Katie Kelleher, 2 News Oklahoma.